So I met John Bracey in 2003 when the National Assembly of State Arts Agency Conference was in Detroit. And at that time, he was the Arts Education Director for the Michigan Council for Arts and Cultural Affairs. So, gosh, 15 years. Over those years, I've seen him step up into leadership roles as the Michigan Council went through changes into the darkest budget times and then back up again. All the while steered by John's resilient leadership. So I've worked with him when he stepped up and served on NASA's board. He brought Michigan's voice to the national table. And over time, and with a great deal of patience, John has become a friend. He's actually become kind of a dear friend. So let me talk for a minute about some of John's defining characteristics. First and foremost, he has a deep commitment to arts and creativity, especially to the idea that as many people as possible can participate in the arts. He also has a great sense of humor. He has a very unique fashion sense. To John, there is no occasion for which a Hawaiian shirt is not the perfect attire. He has a courageous willingness beneath that laid-back exterior to calling hard questions and confronting challenging issues. I think of him as having a skeptical idealism. So he sees things both as they are and how they could be. So he deals with reality and he strives for what's possible. I really love that about him. He also has a sense of faith, a real sense of faith in our younger generations. He's a great mentor of young people. He's great at promoting younger people into leadership roles. And finally, John Bracey has a bar tab that will never be paid off. So as a creative person, this has been one of the joys of getting to know John. First, I just have to say, golf haiku, anyone? I also learned in recent years that John is an amazing potter. He sent us 2 bowls that are so beautiful. I wasn't surprised to learn that he could create something so beautiful, but I just didn't know. I didn't know what he was doing in the pottery studio. John is also a pretty good writer. And I know this because once he interviewed himself as part of a planning process and he wrote up the findings. He had a little existential crisis during the interview when he got into an argument with himself. But his write-up was very well done and he captured himself perfectly. I was impressed. So, and then I'd also like to speak to how John has affected NASA, our organization. So, over the years, John has been a board member. He has served on any number of committees. He's hosted 2 conferences. He's a general rabble-rouser and a friend. And through all of this, John has demonstrated tenacity, equilibrium, and good humor in hard times. The state arts agencies have changed a lot over the years, and John has remained steady. He orients and mentors new people, cultivates new relationships, he eases tensions while talking about real problems, and he offers solutions. He's modeled a leadership style that embraces change and also rolls with whatever happens. I think it's that philosophy background he has, which serves him well. I've learned a lot from that weirdo. So you can tell that John personally is a friend. I love him dearly. He's honest, he's funny, he's caring and creative. He's actually one of my favorite people in our field, and I'm grateful I've had the chance to work with him. That's it.